is the late report. Well, Norm Rice was named the funniest mayor in America during HBO's Comic Relief last weekend, drawing praise from the judges who said his underwater voice routine was hysterical. Rice said that he was thrilled but a little confused, as he had spoken in his normal voice the whole time. Although Mayor Rice was very pleased with his performance, by the way, and I think we have a clip of his reaction about winning. Funniest mayor in America. All right. Well, a King County jail inmate has made a string of collect obscene phone calls. Now, the inmate says it's the recipient's own fault for saying yes when the operator asks, "Will you accept a collect obscene call from an inmate?" Well, the main themes to emerge in the Oregon State Senate race to replace Bob Packwood are trustworthiness and character. Also, the ability not to stick your tongue down a woman's throat. Ooh, yes. Oh, well, the promoters of the Champions Tour of tennis players over 30...
John, excuse me. Hey, okay, remember a couple of weeks ago during the late report you were telling jokes, and I came out here and I asked if you were mad at me because that morning you had not said good morning to me. You remember that?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, well, just now I was standing over on the side with Tracy, right? We're watching you tell your jokes, and I was noticing how focused you are. And suddenly it occurred to me that when I came out here last time, I must have really thrown you off. I mean, I can see now that it was just a bonehead move on my part. I mean, it was stupid. I shouldn't have done it. And I just want you to know that I'm really sorry, and I will not do it again. So I just want you to know that.
Okay. All right. Okay.
What? Are you mad at me now?
You know, I really don't think this is the time to talk about it, okay?
Hey, look, I didn't have to come out here, okay?
No.
I mean, I'm being open, okay? I'm getting vulnerable. I'm admitting that I made a mistake, and now you're playing this whole passive-aggressive thing on me. Oh, now's not the time to talk about it. Well, you know, excuse me, Mr. Comedy Show host, Mr. Boss of the Universe. Hey, let's all just hail the God King of everything. Oh, hail to the God King. Oh, yes. Well, you know something? It doesn't matter because I'm never going to come out here again, okay? So just go back and tell your stupid little jokes, which, by the way, they're laughing at you, not with you.
Always nice to have a little visit from Nancy. Well, the promoters of the Champions Tour of tennis players over 35 years old say they won't bring it back to Seattle next year because of low attendance here last week. Now, they warn that this could give Seattle a bad reputation as a city that won't pay a lot of money to watch old guys play tennis. The Metropolitan Holiday Carousel is being constructed at Westlake Park. Now, the carousel promises to give children a warm, traditional holiday feeling and spin them around until they throw up. Now, here with a commentary are Joel McHale and Bob Nelson. Joel, Bob, go ahead.
Thank you, John. Thank you, John. When Al Gore became Vice President of the United States nearly 4 years ago, I truly believed that our national parks, forests, waters, and wetlands would finally receive the strong protection that they so desperately need. Sadly, that has not been the case. You see, Bob and I recently spent a couple of days camping in the North Cascades. We arrived at our campsite on Saturday around noon and spent the rest of the day drinking and smoking dope. Sometime after dark, I stumbled into the woods and blew some major big-time chunks. Then I blacked out. But when I came to a couple of hours later, I saw that my vomit hadn't landed on lush green vegetation or on a beautiful flower as one might have expected, but rather on an old McDonald's wrapper. That's right, a McDonald's wrapper in the middle of the North Cascade Forest. The following morning, I woke up with the mother of all hangovers and a bulging bladder, so after pounding a beer to steady my hands, I blindly stumbled down to the river's edge where, to my shock and surprise, I found myself peeing onto an old tire. How did a crummy, dirty old tire find its way into the pristine waters of the Snohomish? Well, at first I was stunned, then I became angry, and then I puked again. But my point is, good people, is simply this. A clean environment is not Al Gore's job. A clean environment is not even the government's job. A clean environment is everyone's job. Back to you, John.
Thank you, Joel. Thank you, Bob.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Bob. Finally, the original Black Angus building on 2nd Avenue burned down last Tuesday. In Seattle, that means 1 down, 5 to go. This has been the Late Report. Don't go away because we'll be right back.